I bring you back onto grazing, freelance grazing that is done by the large scale farmers, them that have greater lands and pieces of lands. As I take you closer to these big sheep that are grazing in this area and in this land, you see they are eating by themselves and they have a very wide space where they can go freely to feed themselves the way they need. It is a very economical way of doing things because it requires no materials to build a structure, and it is just good when you have a good portion of land, because this time you give them the time they mingle with other sheep, and they can also they produce a lot when they are like that, because they have no restrictions and they have no limitations. Hope that you see these sheep. They are so beautiful as they are eating and eating, and they normally do this during the morning hours, and the evening hours they are returned back to their sheds where they normally sleep. And you can see they are enjoying themselves quite well in the venue there as they eat. They are tethering on one part of the field, whereas on the other part of the field there are some other goats, but they cannot be on the same place, for the farmer has told me that he has isolated these to be on their own parts and the goats to be on their own parts in order to avoid the diseases that are caused by these things. So hope that you shall enjoy as you watch, as I urge you to subscribe and like it. There you can see a mother and a child, them that are basking on the sun. After having taken a long time eating, now they are relaxing on the sun, enjoying the intensity of the sun heat. And not only the mother and the child, there is some other sheep that are there, and now they are rising up again, ready to do their daily occasion of searching for the good greener pastures that can sustain them for the day and today life. On the other end, we have a tethered donkey, as we have the sheep that are eating under the branches of the tree, as you can see there, and we have eaten to the satisfaction, and now they have just gone to relax under the shade of the tree, and now they are parting their ways again back to the business of searching their greener pastures again. And so lovely they are, because they like walking in groups and eating in groups. And as you can see, they are so healthy, but they have all smeared themselves with mud. On the other hand, you can see the donkeys grazing there. So this one is a very great and big pitch where these things are assembled, and they are assembled here to eat. Tomorrow they shall not be on the same venue, they shall proceed to another venue. As you can see, this one is a very big portion of land that has been fenced into different areas, and now because there is no activity that takes place there, people take advantage of bringing their animals here to eat, and they also eat and rest there. As you can see, this one is a lovely donkey that is taking eating, but it has been tethered so that it cannot it has been limited so that it cannot move into other distance. That's the reason why it has the rope. Hope that you enjoy watching and like this thing. I take you to this other side also, where we have the goats, and they are grazing so well in this land. Just like the sheep were doing, these goats are also being grazed here, and you can see they are doing well. They are feeding on the green and the twigs of the cactus tree, and so smart they look and so healthy they look, because now we have 4 greener pastures everywhere. This is what we call freelance grazing, and it is so important because it reduces the time and to find for the pastures. It reduces that time. When you release them freely, you are free. But it is so disadvantaging because one lacks the manure, because the manure now